If anybody's in yet, I'm just getting my stuff ready. So just stand by, please. Nice. Nice. Of course, we're going to use live sunfish for bait today, as usual. I tried to get trout yesterday, but I couldn't catch any. I gave up on that. All right, first line going in. Next. That's a big sunfish there. You put him in the honey hole there. Right? One more. All right, we're ready. Ready for some action. All right, that ought to do it. Shouldn't be too long till it gets light enough to turn the lights off. But for now, what do we got? All right, let's see who's in here. I just got the rods in. We got 7 people. Let's see. GGG, good morning. If you see me, see you, good morning. Oh, brother. Josh Lewis. What time is it here? This is southeastern Pennsylvania. It's 5:47 a.m. Anthony, good to see you right away this morning. What else? That's it. Okay, welcome in, everybody. We're going to catch this a big old flathead this morning. The one I got the other day was kind of small, so we got to We got to up that a little bit. Josh Lewis. Yep, it's a cool early spring morning. There's no wind. Temperature is probably in the mid 50s. And in about 20 minutes or so, it'll be light enough that I can turn the lights off. And we got live sunfish for bait on all 3 rods right now. Yeah, I don't know if anybody was here yesterday. They could have been. But it's been producing for me, and I know Scooter got a nice big one the other day. He was using cut trout. Yeah, so I went out yesterday and tried a couple places for trout. I had one hook and it got off, so I was wanting to get a trout and cut him up, but didn't have any luck, so back to live sunfish. But the live sunfish has been working for me as well. But one of these days I'll get a trout and try that, because that seems to be the ticket. Anyway, here we are. Waiting for, usually the bite comes right after it gets light, like I'll say 6, quarter after 6, right up till 8 o'clock. But for me, it's been right after it gets light. So quarter after 6 to 6:30, I think, is the prime time. It's almost like the fish are getting their last bit of breakfast in before they go hide in their holes. So we shall see. The geese are waking up. It's almost light enough to turn the lights off, but not quite. Not quite, he said. Let's see. Somebody asked me what time it was. Josh Lewis, where are you at? What time is it in your world? He goes, the first rod took a good jump. What do we got here? Yeah, it's turning. Here we go. We got one going. We got one going, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, God. This is a good one. He's peeling line off, and I can't stop him. I'm not gaining any line at all. This is a big one, folks. This is a big one. I'm reeling, but I'm not gaining any line. Oh, I think he got off. No, he I gain a little, and then he takes it back. This is going to be a big one. Let's hope I can get him in. He's heading toward the log jam here. Gotta get him over here. This is a dandy. Might be getting tired. It's a big one. This is probably going to be 25, 30 pounds. This is a big one. I got to go down below and net them. Just stand by. This is a monster. Wow. I don't think he's going to fit in the net. Holy shit. Oh man. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Woo. He was too big for the net. I had to pick him up myself. We'll get the hook out and we'll get him weighed. That's a beauty. Wow. Where the heck is my GoPro? should have had, well, should have had my GoPro on. This off. Give me a little bit of time here, folks. Woo! Okay, hook's out. Hook's out. Woo, boy. Damn. Wow. We'll put them on the scale. We'll give you guys a chance to take a guess. Holy crap. What a hell of a fight that was. Man, oh man. All right, here we go on the scale. If I can lift him. Oh, you don't like that. All right, I gotta wait. I ain't done yet though. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There he is. Woo. What a fight. What a fight. Oh. Gotta get the shot like this. Look at that guy. Wow. I can't find my tape measure. Right here it is. Measure them out here. Wow. "29 inches. Wow. What a fight. When my line was in there like 5 minutes. Man. What a fish, huh? What a fish. What a trophy fish. Back in he goes. I love that airtime. Wow. Let's see the weight guesses. Man. Wow. That was a hell of a fight. Couldn't get him in the net. He's too big for the net. All right, let's see. Anthony, you're real close. What else we got? Any other guesses? No. Oh yeah, we got a few guesses. It's 28.5, folks. 28 pounds, 5 ounces. Hey, Subi. Scooter, Mrs. Scooter. Wow. I can imagine what Scooter went through with a 30-some pounder. Whew. I'm out of breath. All right, let's get some more bait on and get it back in the honey hole. Did you see that, Skeeter? Holy crap. Robert Denny, Southeast Pennsylvania, Schuylkill River. Oh, Mamma mia. That was in the honey hole. In the honey hole. Sometimes they don't go there, but most of the time that's where they come up at. All right, good. Let me get another bait on here. Get back in there. They love sunfish, don't they? All right. I don't know. Wow. Oh boy. Ready for another one. Whew. Now, of course, when I was doing all that, I was away from the chat, so I don't know who's all in here and who asked questions and stuff like that. So, wow. Hey, Matthew. Good morning. No name flower farm. Yeah, no, there's live sunfish jerking the poles right now. I just got done landing a big one. Go back in the live at 5 or 10 minutes, you'll see it. I just put him back in the water. Miscommunication, that's funny. What kind of fish bait, Josh? It's live sunfish this morning. Was that on your apple pie? No. No, I'm not using my apple pie for bait. How many meters is my rod? RC, we go by feet here in the United States, so I got two of the rods are 7-foot rods. One of them is an 8-foot. You can figure that out in meters if you want. Whew, that was a big flathead catfish. It made my day. I don't even have to stay any longer, but I'm going to. Yeah, Skeeter, you were close. What did I say it was? 28 something. I even forget now. 28, 4, 5. You were close. Wow. That's a big one. I'll be making a short out of that later on. Wow, that made my day. That's the biggest one so for me this year so far. Close to the PB, but not quite. Galvin Duffel. Done. Subscribe to your channel. Thank you, RC. Thank you very much. There you go. Cindy, thanks so much for keeping track of that. 28.5 and 29 inches, which is about right for the length. I thought it was a lot heavier, but I couldn't get him in the net. I had to finally put the net down and reach down and grab him with my hand. Oh, what a fight that was. He for the first minute or two, he kept taking line. I couldn't gain anything on him. But finally, we got him. Skeeter, you keep fishing there near the Susquehanna and you'll beat it. Just keep your lines in the water, man. You know what to do. That was in the honey hole. Miscommunication. Don't take away anything from your 14-inch fish. That's fine. You're definitely learning something if you caught a fish. That's all I can tell you. Cindy, do you know how to pin that? Do you know how to pin that that information? I don't know how to do it. I don't think I do anyway. Somebody figure out how to pin that information on in the chat. From New Zealand, Phil's 91. Hello. This is southeast Pennsylvania. We're fishing for flathead catfish. And if you go back in the live 15 minutes, you'll see a really big one that I fought for 5 minutes and finally got him in. CKD 92, blah, 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 hello. Press on my name, go down and put a pin on it. Let me see if I can do that. Pin message, there you go. There you go, I got it, I figured it out. Thank you for educating me a little bit. But catfish scare me. Catch them on accident. If I catch a channel cat, I can show you how to hold them. But you basically put your hand on their belly and slide your hand up underneath their two fins, and then you can hold them real good like that. They can't get you, and they're not stingers. They're just real sharp bones in the fin. You just slide your hand up their belly, get a good grip on them, and go right up underneath those two fins, and you'll be fine. I think I can turn my light off now, can't I? Yeah. Whew, I need a cup of coffee. Catfish are pests in New Zealand. Yeah. Well, you can look at them any way you want, but they are fun to catch here. We got big flatheads in this river. We got big channel cats. And then we got a variety of other stuff. My local pond is full of catfish. Pretty small. If you got a local pond there, miscommunication, you might be looking at bullheads or channel cat. I'm not sure. Probably bullheads. Steve and Scooter will be out on the boat with Ed and Linda. You're talking about next Wednesday, right? Oh, wait a minute. Steve and Scooter be out on that boat? Ooh, that's a two-man boat. You put 3 guys in that boat, you better be careful. It's not real wide, and it's the sides aren't real high, and somebody can easily take a swim if you get moving around too fast. But it's a good rig, no doubt about it. I was on it when I caught my PB last year. I think that was last year. Ooh, Timothy Hughes. Yes, I got a really big one. If you go back in the live 15, 20 minutes, with a heck of a fight, a really big flathead. Go back and check that out. You'll like that. That was a really big one. 29 inch, 28 pound, 5 ounces, I believe. We got that pinned. Oh, okay, Linda, and okay, now I got you. Scooter and Steve on Scooter. Okay, so it's 2 boats, not 1. All right, that makes more sense. So this is about the time I would expect to get another bite, between now and 6:30. That one coming early like that kind of surprised me, because we had just got done talking about when they usually bite, which is usually about now. But that one came while it was still a little bit dark. Wow. They fish to remember. I got to straighten this up, don't I? Anyway, coffee time, folks. Coffee time. Get your coffee out. I have a cup of coffee with me. It's not apple pie time yet. Sure, brother, good to see you too. You just missed it. Go back in the live 15, 20 minutes. You'll see the big one I just got. And stupid me, I didn't have my GoPro on. I always forget to turn that on when I'm live. But I can get a good couple shorts out of it. When I get home, I'll make a few things and pin a few times on there. Back on my videos, I'm just starting to put a comment on my video and pinning the times. And if you click on the times, you'll go right to that section of the video. And I'm just starting to do that on a couple of them. Subi, I missed you. Are you leaving? If so, have a good day. Anybody see, no, never mind. I won't get into that. At least now I can understand why Scooter had such a hard time getting that his big one in the net a couple days ago. 38 pounds. I didn't fall in the water, but I'll tell you what, I need a bigger net. It's a beautiful morning. Yeah, the water's still. There's a little bit of a current out there, but not bad. Getting up soon, noon, high tide, going for green crab and minnows. Yeah, I went out and tried to get a couple trout yesterday. I went over to Green Lane. Didn't have any luck, got some crappies. Then I went over to French Creek and I had a nice trout hooked and he got off. I hear you, miscommunications. I hear you. You never know. I'm really surprised that once in a while, using these live sunfish for bait, I'm surprised I don't get a really big largemouth bass or even a muskie. But never happened. Hey, Cindy, go for it. That'd be great. I'll get some screenshots after a while, but yeah, if you got a good one there, put it up. No problem. Thank you. Yeah, Phil, there is eels. A lot of people catch them at night if they're using like night crawlers for bait. I haven't caught an eel for many, many years, and I don't want to catch an eel. I understand they are good bait, but boy, are they slimy son of a guns. We just got the standard American eel. That's all. That's all. Just when you catch them, bring them up, they twist up on your line, and they're slimy as snot. Whew, that was a big flathead. I'm just getting my breath back from that fight. 310. Good morning. Got a big one already. Go back in the live a little bit and you'll see it. Big flathead. Yeah, sure. It was a beast. That's the biggest one I've caught for a while. My PB is 31.5, but I really thought that was going to beat it, but it came up a little short. But pretty good. Yeah, go back and see it. 310. You'll enjoy it. Probably 15, 20 minutes ago now. Won't be hard to find. There's a lot of. The fight was probably a good 5-minute tug of war. It hadn't gotten light just yet. At the very beginning, you'll see it almost ripped the pole off the holder there. I got the bait runner reeled, but he was taking line so quick, he was moving the pole around. Phil, where are you from? Ooh, carp are jumping out there. How strong are you fish? 310. I got the 50-pound power braid power braid. Yeah, Power Pro braid. Just straight braid. I don't use a leader of any type. New Zealand. Okay, Phil. You've probably been in here before, and you probably told me before, but I cannot remember where everybody's from all the time. I have a hard enough time remembering where I'm from. The mighty Schuylkill River in southeast Pennsylvania. Yes, that's where I'm from. Oh, God. It's so much fun. Fishing's fun, and being live and chatting with you folks makes it even better. That was a hell of a fish. They got a big mouth, don't they? It looks like a tunnel when you look down their throat. I think everybody can see the pinned message. Your cat's eating lettuce? I don't know what that means, but that's weird. Uh, strange cat. I think upstream there's a swan in the water. Big white bird, must be a swan. Your puppies are all onions. Oh man, you got some weird animals over there in New Zealand. If I don't get another fish today, I'm happy. But I want another fish. Well, whatever time it is in your neck of the world, thank you. I appreciate you all being in here. So it's always a fun day when you get your lines in the water and you get something right away. I had my bait in the water maybe 5-10 minutes at the most, and that thing whacked it. He was looking for breakfast and he found it. All is quiet. All hell is about to break loose. I hope. I'll take another one. Yeah, the first couple minutes there. Let's see, that's fun, but I never. Good luck after that immediate catch. I might as well pack up. You know what? Miscommunication. That's. I've experienced that. I'm sure everybody has. When you first go fishing, like on your first cast, you get a fish and you think, "Oh wow, it's going to be a great day," and that's the end of it. That happens a lot, and I don't know why. Pennsylvania, you are correct, sir. Southeast Pennsylvania, Schuylkill River. I'm about 20 or 25 miles upstream from Philadelphia. This river, this river goes all the way down into the Delaware River in Philadelphia, and then the Delaware, of course, empties into the Atlantic Ocean. So that's where we're at today. Yeah, that could be true. There, miscommunication. They somehow, birds communicate in flight, and there's no doubt that fish somehow communicate when they're in a school. They basically say, "Get the heck out of here. There's trouble aboard." I know the fish have some way to communicate. If you could figure out how that was and what their language was, you'd catch a lot of fish. Huh. I was talking about that big one I just got. For the first 2 minutes or so, it was a tug of war. I'd gain a couple inches of line and he'd pull some out, and I'd gain a little bit more and he'd pull it back out. Back and forth, back and forth. I was so glad he didn't get off, because sometimes those circle hooks get right in the corner of your mouth, and sometimes you rip them out during the fight. Yes, Ivan, you got to go back 15, 20 minutes or so. I got a big flathead. You'll see it. Just go search a little bit. 28-pound flathead. That message should be pinned. You should be able to see that Cindy put up. One flathead, 29 inches, 28 pounds, what, 5 ounces, something like that. Good, Cindy. Thank you very much. Thanks for taking care of that. It was a Sherman tank. I'll be talking about that all day, unless I catch a bigger one. This is about the time we would normally get another bite, right around 6:30. I had a few bites last night, and then one of my catfish reels broke. So I take a little. Yeah, what kind of reel did you buy? What'd you get? What'd you get? Airhead USMC. Good morning to you. If you're talking to me, I'm not your sweetheart, but I'll take it. What the heck? Yeah, Flatty, you should. Yeah, Ivan, you should be able to find it pretty easy. Probably took up 10 minutes of the live. Hey, what happened there? Oh, yeah. Airhead. We're going to blow him right out of here. I don't need that. Most people, I'll give them a chance or so, but I don't need that other junk coming in here. You are what you are. You don't have to tell everybody what you are. Okama, saltwater reel. Yep, the two reels I got are the Okamas, bait runners, and then the red one is a pen. You got to see it already, Ivan? Thank you. Yeah, they're great reels. They hold up well, they work well, and they're not expensive, you know. That's why I got them. They're perfect for what I'm doing. Good reel for, the flathead catfish and muskies and stuff like that. Well, the sunfish haven't been moving around for a little while. I guess it's Okama or Akama. I don't know how they pronounce it. Yeah, everything going up a little bit. I think the ones I got when I got them, I think they were $70. They're probably $89 now. I don't know, but they're worth it. They're definitely worth it. The pen reel I have is a Pen Fierce 3. That was $100, and that was about 3 years ago. All right, I'm all rested now. I got my breath back. I'm ready for another one. You got a Penn Fierce 3. Yeah, I like that reel. That's a good one. That's got a heck of a good drag on it. But if you put it on the right pole, it works out pretty good. I don't think I'd want to be casting with it all day, but for doing this kind of, it's perfect. Bruce Morris, good morning. Go back on the live. You'll see a big flathead about a half hour ago. Journey X, was that catfish 29 inches? Yes, it was 29 inches and weighed 28.5. It had some gut to it. Now we got two of the poles bouncing around a little bit. Well, we might have something going on with that middle rod. He pulled pretty hard there. Thanks, Cindy. I appreciate you pumping it up a little bit like that. Ready for another one. I'm gonna see something in here. Hang on, folks. I gotta bring up something here. See if I have it on my reels. Never mind. That didn't work. I tried to bring up a picture on my green screen and, no, wait a minute now, let me see something. I don't have what I want, I don't think. No. Ah, now I screwed it up. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. Touch the wrong button and you get all screwed up. 2 days ago, I was out wading in the lake for bass and snakeheads. I didn't get anything, but I was trying to adjust my phone for some reason, and apparently I hit Marines and Army Mom's name, and I put her on, I don't know if I deleted it or put her on pause or whatever, but it was a big mistake, and I haven't been able to let her know that it was just a mistake. So if anybody sees her, tell her it was me messing with my phone. My fingers hit the wrong stuff, and I think it blew her out for 24 hours or something, or maybe even worse. So if anybody sees her pop in, to tell her it was a freaking mistake. I hate when that happens, but it happens. What are you going to do? Yeah, the takedown was a little exciting. It had the rod bouncing around on the deck before it could get to it. That's the best kind, huh? You know it's a big one then. Ugh. What a nice morning. I'd be saying that even if I hadn't caught a fish yet. It's still a nice morning. This is prime time right here. We ought to get another one here. There goes the end rod bouncing around a little bit. Venison steak and a few quail. Wow. That would be quite a breakfast. Mrs. Scooter, you haven't got one yet? Holy mackerel. I can't believe he hasn't let you grab the rod when you get a bite. He should be going, here, sweetheart, you get this one. Always calls you a sweetheart. I think that's kind of nice. I'm going to have a talk with him about that. Oh, I need a coffee. Yeah, I need another. I just got done a little bit of coffee. I may have another one. It's called channels. Big channels in here, isn't there? Big channel cats in this river. Springtime is prime for them, or the fall, but I guess you can get them now too. I haven't been downriver where it's a little bit deeper where I got those channel cats this spring. Never tried it down there for flatheads either, but as long as we can get those big ones here, why should I take a half-a-mile walk, huh? Up near the trestle, I haven't been up there. I don't know how to, I know you can drive up the one road almost right to it, but I'm not familiar with getting down to the water. So do you go on the Chester County side or the Montgomery County side? Park on top. Is that back to one road that right off of 113 up there? Okay, yeah, okay. I've drove back there a few times. I never got out of my car to look around to see how to get down there. I know you guys like it. Probably not fished as hard as it is up here either. Have you ever thought about one of those electric bikes? Yes, absolutely. I've thought about them because I have a couple spots that I like to go to. That's quite a long walk, but again, the walk is a good exercise for me. But I wouldn't mind having an electric bike. Make things a lot easier. You jumped off the trestle. I never jumped off the trestle, but when we were kids, we used to jump off the bridge right up here. But I never got up, never jumped off the trestle though. I think that might even be a little higher. I'm not sure. We used to jump and dive off the bridge right up here. And people would stop their cars on it and look over and see if we were still alive. I think the kids still jump off that trestle. I've heard quite a bit about that. Dustin Rhodes, good morning. Why is Dustin Rhodes' name coming up in green? I can't figure that out. Anybody know why it would come up in green? Wilman Pelletier, or however you pronounce it. Good morning, hello. Thanks for coming in. We're fishing for flathead catfish on the Schuylkill River in southeast Pennsylvania. If you go back on my live, probably a half hour now, you'll see a nice big one I got. Oh, he's a member. See, I don't even, I'm sorry. See, that's how stupid I am. Now I know. Thank you, Dustin. Sorry I didn't realize that. There goes the first rod bouncing a little bit. The live sunfish will jerk the rods around, so don't get too excited, folks. Thanks, Tim. See, that's a, oops, I think we got another bite here. We just pulled some line off. I saw the reel starting to turn. Keep an eye on that first rod. He pulled some line off. He must be sitting down there thinking about it. Yeah, Dustin, I'm sorry about that. I'm still new to a lot of this stuff. I'm getting to know some of it, but like I can't remember where everybody's from and that kind of stuff. So here goes the middle rod bouncing. What am I going to get? A double header here? Or maybe he left the first rod and went to the middle rod. Uh-oh. What's a Space Ghost flathead catfish? Go back on my live about a half hour. You'll see what I'm talking about. Got a nice big one there. Ivan, you got a good feeling, so do I. Bait is live sunfish. Space Ghost, live sunfish. The channel, the flathead I got a half hour ago was 29 inches, 28 pounds, 5 ounces. That should be pinned somewhere on your screen. All hell's about to break loose, folks. Just wait a minute. Well, the one I got took a nice size sunfish. Sunfish works. Thanks, Scooter. That was kind of fun. I can imagine that the trouble you had with your big one. How long have I been on the water? Just today. I got here about 5:30, so about an hour. Got here a little bit before it got light, and that fish hit just before it got light. Northern Fishing Outdoors, good morning. Thank you for popping in here. I got a nice big flathead for you all. Go back on my live about half hour or so. You'll see it. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, who's Pumpkin? Pumpkin. I missed it. Must be Northern Fishing. If it wasn't dumping rain right now, I'd be in there. If it's raining, Ivan, that's the best time to go. We had rain last night, nothing heavy, but we had some rain. Put your rain suit on and get out there. That's a good time to fish. I don't mind fishing in the rain. I fish right here. I got a real nice setup where I have I can put my umbrella up and get under that and just sit right here and watch everything. Ah, okay, Ivan, I understand that then. That'll do it. Walleye weather. Oh, yeah, a little rain and a little chop on the water will give you good walleye fishing. Space Ghost, where are you from? Where are you fishing for walleyes at? I want to know. I need details, man. When you say something like that, I need details. Shut up, Geese. Look at these geese coming around. Stupid animals. All they do is shit all over the place. Used to fish walleye in Wisconsin, yes. There's walleyes up in that state. Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan. I did a lot of walleye fishing up in Canada years ago. Thanks, Bruce. I'm glad you took time to go look at that. That was a hell of a fight, man. I'm telling you. I'd gain a little bit of line and he'd rip it right back out. Sasquatch from Canada says good morning. MS, good morning. Pure Coops, good morning. Oh, yeah, we hit the boundary waters at least once a year. All right. All right, Scooter, I got that now. I understand now. Northern Fishing Len, you're going to get a little fine talking about the Canadian Air Force like that. Those geese have rights. The Canadian Air Force. I never heard them referred to as that. That's a good one. But they do. Yeah, there's a nice little park and there's a nice path all through it. And as the spring moves on here, it gets so full of goose crap, you can't hardly walk. Reyes 0221, Austin, Texas. Subscribe. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Green means they're paid subscription. Yep. I'm learning bit by bit here. Always something coming up that I'm confused about. Flathead from Florida. Good morning. Welcome in, and I hope your day is going well from Florida. Ivan Northern, I'm going to start calling Canadian Air Force. Yeah, never heard him referred to as that. That's funny. Canadian Air Force. Boy, I remember when I used to go hunting when I was a kid, we'd hunt for ducks and geese, and if you saw a goose, it was like a rare thing, and now they're all over the damn place. Of course, that was a long time ago. I basically call them, excuse the language, but I call them shitbags. I think I'm ready for another cup of coffee. Or another fish, one or the other. People don't eat them like they used to. Yeah, you're right about that. If they did, there wouldn't be as many, I guess. A lot of people years ago used to have goose on Thanksgiving instead of turkey. Flavored Day fish. Whatever that means. I'm trying to get into waterfowl. I got my first goose a couple years ago. Yeah, you need a good bird dog to run out there in the water and get those ducks. Christmas goose. Oh, that's right, Christmas goose, not Thanksgiving. You're right. People have them for Christmas. What was I thinking? Anything I say that's wrong, I just attribute it to being a baby boomer old guy. So, you know, I'm sick of swimming. Sick of swimming for 'em. Got to put on your chest waders and hope you don't go too deep, I guess. Got some carp jumping around. I think it's Mrs. Scooter. I think it's carp time. We gotta try for carp here one of these days. I was over at Green Lane yesterday where we had the get together. Where the carp were moving all around in there yesterday. I might have to go over there with some carp bait. New pair of chest waders. Yeah, I had mine on the other day when I was wading in the lake and sprung a leak on me. They were cheap waders anyway, but they weren't that old. So I threw them away. I got some calls to make. Cindy, thank you very much for being in this morning. Thanks for putting that on the community page, and I hope to see you later. Have a good day. Make some calls. I'll be on. I should be on till probably 9 o'clock or so. Because I'm having so much fun with everybody. That's what you used to have kids for. Go retrieve. Yep, go get them, buddy. Go get them, son. Go get them. Put on your swimmies and go get them. I don't know. I had this first pole there 10 minutes ago. I took a little line out, and then He stopped for some reason, but I see it shaking again now. With the bait runner wheels, I always wait to see if they're pulling line out. I know it's more than just a live bait. But if the pole's just moving a little bit, it's just the sunfish. But when the line starts going out, it's go time. Happy poop. Thank you. Happy poop. And a gold coin. All right. There's that first rod moving. Take it, baby, take it. Could we get another one this morning? £28. I think it was 5 ounces. It's pinned there. Northern Fishing. Cindy pinned it. It was a monster. I could put both hands in his mouth and pick him up, so that makes it pretty big. The one I got 2 days ago here was about 4 pounds. So that's a far cry from this one this morning. That was my 4th flathead of the season. I probably won't be out again until Monday. Usually take the weekend off and got to play with the family, you know. Got to get my one grandson out. I told him to get his fishing license, but he hasn't gotten that yet. Oh, look, there's some baby geese here. I was wondering when they'd show up. Look at this. There they are. They got the gooselings. That one there would be good fox food, wouldn't it? Fox food. So these days you can get your fishing license. Yeah, I know he can do that. He just keeps putting it off. And I told him the other day, I said, get your damn license. We'll get you out here and get another flathead. He got one last year. I took him out. I want to go out at night with him. But not my New Hampshire license. I can't get more for state. Oh yeah, that's nice. So it's probably something like the St. Lawrence River is. You can fish in it, but if you're over on the Canadian side, you cannot touch the shore, or you need to check into customs. So the last thing, musky bait. Last thing you want to do is go to a dock on the Canadian side, and then you're in trouble. Ice just left the lake. Oh wow, your ice just left. Oof. Yeah, that's the first time I saw the gooselings, goslings, or whatever the hell you want to call them. The little shitbags. See you later. Got to get to work. Okay, Dustin, have a good day. Thanks for coming in. Next time I see your name in green, I will remember what that means. Thank you so much for being a member. There goes the end rod bouncing a little bit. Ontario. Yeah. Boy, I'd like to go back up to Canada. I haven't been up there for a couple of years. My buddy that used to live up there moved back down here. I don't get up there as much anymore, but I fished a lot of those lakes up there. the Rideau Canal system and many of the lakes up in that area. The Rideau Canal is absolutely beautiful chain of lakes. Bruce, I, I didn't get any trout at the first lake I went to. I got some crappies. Then I went to one of the streams that are stocked around here, and my first cast hooked into a real nice trout. But I was standing up on top of a little bridge, and when I tried to lift him up, he got off. You know, because when you hook them, when you pick them up out of the water, they're shaking, they're rocking and rolling. He got off, so no, I didn't get it. So, but then I went out and got some sunfish, and that's what I got for bait today. You're going up to Quebec, huh? Hope you know how to speak French. Whoa, middle rod jumping, end rod jumping, everything's jumping around. Oh boy, what are we gonna do? Get a double header here? Wouldn't be the first time. You can get by with your French, okay? You need a little bit. I went up to Ottawa one time in the wintertime to see the ice carving uh, thing they have, and up on the Rideau Canal, ice skating and stuff years ago. That's when the winters used to get cold. Come on, flatheads, let's see one more. Got a nice cloudy morning here. They should still be roaming around. Mrs. Scooter, are you still here? Hey, Tim, good morning. Used to. I don't know what that means. Yeah, the winters used to get cold early. Probably what I should say is earlier in the year. Because we used to go ice fishing up in Canada Christmas week, but for quite a long time now, you got to wait until second or third week of January to get on good safe ice. Yeah, Tim, that's what I said. I'm sorry. Ah, yes. You have to go to Alberta for mule. They got mule deer in Alberta. I didn't know that. Guess that makes sense though. They got mule deer in the northwest states there, so I would imagine they make their way up to Alberta. And pheasants, yeah, we used to have a lot of pheasants around here when I was a kid. Now, if you see one, it's a big deal. Tomorrow is May. Today's the 30th, huh? Okay. Thanks for updating me on that. I'd have never known. The days just go by, and I don't even look at the calendar half the time. I do know that today is Thursday, though, so I got that figured out. Scooter, I was going to ask you, up near the bridge right now, I'm looking, I can see a big white bird. It's probably a swan. Have you ever seen that up there? Well, there's 30 days in April. What's the date today? Is this the 29th or the 30th? Now I got you all confused. Today's the 30th, so that's tomorrow is May 1st. Because there's 30 days in April, I know that. From when I was in grade school, they made us remember that stuff. 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except February, which is all screwed up with 28 or 29, depending on what year it is. Opening day of turkey season. Oh, okay. Gonna have another swig of coffee here, folks. Maybe that'll make them bite. Another little bit of coffee. I need to bring a table. They got the benches around here. You know, you can see them, but they're always all wet. And the people that were here before leave their crap all over it. Their fish scales and worm dirt and all that kind of crap. What are you making for breakfast there, Mrs. Scooter? I could use a what's that thing McDonald's has? Sausage McMuffin with egg, yes. Breakfast today, that's my breakfast. Bacon, egg, and cheese, there you go. Swans are, I think they're protected here too. That's got to be a swan up there. Really a big white bird. Making you hungry. Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to kill swans here either. Not that many of them really around here. There's a few geese though. We got some geese. But Mrs. Scooter, I was asking if you guys ever saw the big white swan up in that area. He's up near the bridge. You can draw a tag to hunt swans out west, but it's difficult. I don't think I'd want to shoot a swan. Yeah, it's definitely a swan. I can see his big long neck now. He's moving out into the water, into the river. If you killed a swan around here, you'd have people all over you. I'm falling into the couch. I had better crawl to bed. Okay. Okay, sure. Thanks for hanging out a while. It's always good to see you. You have a good little rest there. See you next time. I'll probably be out again on Monday. Let me see if I can zoom in on that swan going up on the river. And let's see, he's way... Yeah, I can't get any closer, but that's him right there. That's definitely a swan, isn't it? Oh boy. Hey, I'm ready for another bite. Let's go here, fish. Come on. Honk, honk. I got two geese right beside me here. I think the people that come here during the day feed the geese, and therefore when the geese see me or anybody else sitting around, they They come over close thinking they're going to get some bread or something. Not getting my apple pie, you buggers. Nope. Honk, honk. A lot of squirrels around here, too. They're running all over the place. Come on, fish. That big flathead made my day, but now I want another one. About an hour ago now that I got that one. Yeah, the goose is right here. There he is, getting ready to poop on the sidewalk. All right, back to the fishing. Seven. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Always quiet. It's like they don't stop pooping no matter where they go. Yep, it's horrible here. I mean, it really is. I mean, right now it's not too bad, but in a couple weeks it's going to be where you can't even walk with it. You got. When I get home, I take my boots off outside. Look at that middle rod jumping. Something's going to happen here. Come on, take some line out. You need a laser pen. Yeah, I need to get a. Scooter said a green laser. I gotta remember to order one of them or get one. Whatever that was, Ivan. You should get some of the plastic boot covers. Yeah, that's a good idea. Might have to look into that. Every once in a while, you guys come up with a good idea. That's a good idea. But I'll tell you what, the carp are jumping. Last week when I was here, I don't know if any of you guys were here with me, but a beaver came right up in front of the dock here swimming upstream. I've seen him before, but that's the first time I saw him this year. We got good cloud cover here this morning. These flatheads ought to be roaming around yet. Almost apple pie time. Holy crap. Oh boy, here we go. Now is when I need that green laser. The geese on the river are talking to the geese on the land, and got them on both sides of me. All right, that's over with. There's carp jumping everywhere. They must be spawning. Let's see, I took the water temperature a few days ago. I think it was 65. There goes the end rod bouncing around. There goes the first rod bouncing around. See, here's something else too. We were talking about the fish communicating. And many, many times I'll see, the rods are sitting there doing nothing. And then one of the sunfish will start moving around. And that will get one or the other sunfish moving around too. So they're communicating somehow. It's like, hey brother, I'm over here. And then everything will be still again for a while. Ivan, as far as I know, Scooter can answer that better, but it seems to chase them away. But it's got to be a green laser. But he said as soon as you shine it, they run away. Come on, take it. That's in the honey hole. Take it, take it. I'm sure most of you folks are aware of the big one Scooter got the other day. I'll show you. This is Scooter's fish from last week. Right here, he's 38 pounds something. Obviously right here in the same spot. Hey Sean, what's happening? Didn't see you come in, or did you just get here? If you're just getting here, you go back probably about at least an hour now when I first got here. I got a pretty nice big flathead. It scares them away. I've seen them do it. Yeah, I got to get me a green laser. They're getting closer and closer here to me now. I could probably got a couple of them that's only 10 feet away here. See them? Right there, right there. They're all over the place. Wow, Ivan, lucky you. Wow, fully loaded. That sounds like somebody's wife got mad at him for fishing and threw him away. That's what that sounds like. I found on the river way upstream from here, there used to be a dam. They took the dam out now, though. But once in a while, people would try to go over the dam in their canoe or their boat, and they'd flip their boat. And the one day I was fishing it, and I was walking along the dam, and the water was real low, and I found a big tackle box full of stuff too. But yeah, you're right. Somebody pissed their wife off, and the wife said, "I'll fix you." Oh man. So in those tackle boxes, Ivan, was there any identification at all? Because I had a fishing license in the one that I found years ago. Sometimes people will put their fishing license in their tackle box. If not, good for you. You got $300 worth of fishing tackle. I hope you can actually use some of it. That's got to be what it is. Though. Nobody in their right mind would throw their tackle box away. Well, the fact that it was expired, no big deal. But there's got to be a name and address, or at least a name. I'm sure that guy would be very happy to get his tackle box back. Go full circle. You can get it back and bring it back in the house and put it right on the kitchen table. There. There's otters. What's that mean? I know there's otters in the river if you're talking about that. I've seen them a couple times. I've seen the otters, I've seen the beavers, I've seen the minks. Very true. The only other thing I think of is somebody passed away and people didn't realize. I don't think they would do that. I think most people know that a tackle box full of tackle is worth a few bucks. Anyway, Ivan, was there some vintage lures or was it all fairly new stuff? Pretty much bass fishing, or was it a lot of tackle boxes have a bunch of sinkers and bobbers in? They ain't worth crap. Come on, fish. Let's get some action here. Vintage and new. It's a great mix of anything from trout lures to catfish hooks. All right. Well, lucky you. Sort through it and keep what you want and donate the rest of it to some kid that you see fishing that needs some gear. That'd be the best way to handle it. I got a lot of tackle right now that I have marked for a yard sale this summer or this spring. I had so much stuff I'll never use. Scooter, thank you. Thank you very much. Come on, fish. Come on, bend one of those poles. That's the way to do it, Ivan. Take what you want and give the rest to people that can use it. If you keep all the stuff you're never going to use, pretty soon you'll have so much junk laying around you don't know what to do with it. And that was my problem. I had so much stuff. I look at it and I go, I never used this. Every once in a while, the sunfish on my rod, they'll start on my poles. They'll start bouncing around and then they'll quiet down again. Rods and poles. I got rods and poles out there. What do we got here? There goes the middle rod moving a little bit. That's right, Sean. Tackle is there to be used. If you don't use it, find somebody that will and give it to them. Or sell it or something. I don't do too much bass fishing anymore. But the one guy I used to fish with a lot, unfortunately he passed away. He had the boat and we'd go out quite a bit, but now I'm just doing the sit by the river fishing. And I had so much bass fishing tackle. Got to get rid of some of it. Ooh, the carp are really jumping. I like to try new things on fishing. There's always a few things that don't get used. Yeah, Ivan, I do that too. I put a lure on that I haven't used for years and years. I take 2 casts, and then I realize that it ain't worth a crap, and I put it back in the box and put on what I like. Man, the carp are jumping on the other side of the river. Holy mackerel! They got to be spawning. Nobody else fishing today. They're all fair weather fishermen around here. Yeah, Ivan, he's taking a break. I don't know when exactly he'll get back out there. He had been doing some some live or whatever videos of cooking up different stuff, but I haven't seen him out on the waters for a while. Free Will's Fishing. I would have listed the tackle box for sale. Maybe the husband sees it and gets last laugh on the way. That's what I was thinking, you know. Because he said there was a license in there. If you could get the name off the license, you might not be able to get the address, but you can get the name, and it's got to be from somebody in the area if he's in there. You could eventually run him down, give it back to him, and I said he could take the tackle box and set it on the kitchen table and have the last laugh. Anyway, hey Ivan, keep us updated on that as the time goes by here. Let us know what happens. The chances are you'll be able to find the guy on YouTube or on Facebook or something. Google the name, you'll be able to find it. That'll be interesting to see how you work through that. I'm gonna go grab the license now and see if I can find him on Facebook. And Ivan, you know how I am, stupid me. I forget where you're from. Tell me. Nothing against you, man. I just can't remember it all. Kick me in the butt, but it's the way it is. Okay, New Hampshire. See, now that you say that, I go, oh yeah, New Hampshire. There goes the end rod bouncing around. Thank you. Maybe I'll remember that next time I see you. I'll say, hey, it's Ivan from New Hampshire. I'm going to get up and I'm going to get away from the chat for a minute. I'm going to get up and move around a little bit, get the blood circulating, put the light away. Come on, fish. It's about apple pie time. Take it away, baby. Take it away. Come on, fish. Ugh. All right. I'm back. I'm back. I can't find it on Facebook. Checking in from work. Hope you have some good luck. Hey, Carver Adventures, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you being here. I did get a nice big flathead quite a while ago, probably not too far from the very beginning. You can go back and look. Hey, Farmer, good morning. You just heard me say I got a nice big one this morning. Go back and look at it if you want. Bruce Morris. Yes. And the license is almost 20 years old. Oh, man. Is it a, I'll tell you how to find the guy. Is it a New Hampshire license? Basically, take it to the Fish Commission up in New Hampshire and tell them, you found the tackle box. You'd like to find the owner. And then in their record, they should be able to look him up. Because the license probably has a license number on it. And that's what I would do with it if you really want to have, take it that far. So when you found this tackle box, did it look like it had been in a dump for a while? Or was it pretty clean? But yeah, I would go to the Fish Commission there and explain to them what you're doing, and they should be able to look it up. There goes the middle rod moving a bit. But now that you say the license is 20 years old, it may have been a case where people were just throwing stuff out away or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I would do. Oh, you found them in a dumpster. I thought you found them in a dump. Come on, take it. Look at that middle rod bouncing. Ah, boy, here come the geese. Anyway, let us know how you make out with that. Liam Hanley, good morning to you. Thanks for coming in. See what's happening. The geese are yelling, and the day is a pretty nice spring day here. Unfortunately, I don't think it's a house clean out. They just didn't have time to sort through. Could be, Ivan, if that's the way it is. But anyway, chances are you'll find out something from the Fish Commission. Canadian cobra chickens. Canadian cobra chickens. Oh man. There's a spot that got dumpsters that are leveled off with the ground. Oh, okay. Yeah, somebody just put them there. All right, well, keep us aware of what's going on. You could also donate them to, I don't know, some kind of group that sponsors fishing for kids or something. I don't know. Whatever, you do what you want. They're yours. Skeeter, I didn't know you were still hanging out. Oh, you just got back. I see. Huh? Where you been, huh? You been visiting John there? No, I'm not going to start that. Don't you start it either. Just forget I said that. Setting up your live for tonight. Aha. Okay, you guys don't. For you guys that don't know Skeeter, uh, check out his channel. He goes live at least almost every day. Sounds like he's going to go fishing tonight. And check out his channel, subscribe, and see what he's doing. High school bass fishing team. There you go. That's a good idea, Ivan. Sometimes those high school bass fishing teams, they got more stuff than you have anyway. They're into it big time. Going to try to beat your PB flathead. That's what we're all trying to do. I thought I had mine this morning, but he fell a little short. Still pretty good though. What do you got to beat, Skeeter? How big's your current PB? 3 pounds? You got to beat 25. Okay. What are you using for bait tonight? Yeah, Ivan, if they got they got the boats all right. If they got those bass boats, you can bet they have plenty of lures and fishing gear. Live bluegill. That's what I'm using. There's the first rod bouncing pretty hard again. I tried to get trout yesterday, but didn't have any luck, so I ended up going and getting some bluegills, which paid off for me anyway. Almost apple pie time. All right, I'm going to take a minute and get my phone charger hooked up before it's too late. I just noticed my phone battery is getting low. Stand by, folks, stand by. Oh, I got to take my old man pills too. My alarm went off a while ago. I forgot about that. All right, I'm going to tilt you down a little bit, folks, so I can plug in my phone and I'll tilt you right back up. All right. What the hell is going on? Okay. If I see a group of young ones fishing, I'll let them have my free reign of my tackle box. There you go. You know what? That'll make you feel good too when you do that kind of stuff. All right, let's see. Now I got to get my pills. Come on, fish. Any minute now, we're gonna get a takedown. It's gonna rip the pole right off the dock. Don't I wish? No, I wouldn't wish that. I don't want to be swimming after my rod today. Crap. All right, I gotta play with my charger here a minute because it didn't take. Blue Montana, pinky or snapper or some trout. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you come in. Thank you. All right, I gotta tilt you down again. I gotta play with this charger. Yeah. All right, hang on, folks. I gotta play around here. There we go. Now we're charging. Or are we? No, we're not. I better give me another cord. This cord might be broken. Pay no attention to the man behind the screen. All right, I got to run up to my car and get another charging cord out because this one don't look like it's gonna work. I'll be right back. Somebody take charge. All right, now I got to play around with this new cord, so hang on. Let's hope this one works. All right, there you go. Now we're working. Okay. What did I miss? Let's see. I don't know much about snapper, but blah, blah, blah. Ethan, good morning. I just saw you come in. I was away from the phone for a few minutes. Blue Mountain, same to you. You know, any fishing tips for me? I just started fishing with your dad. Blue Mountain, boy, that really depends on what you're fishing for, of course, but there you go. What are you targeting? That's the question. Do you know anything for flatheads? That's what I'm fishing for. Flatheads. You go back on the live when I first started, and I got a nice big one. But for flatheads, I would recommend like a medium heavy 7-foot rod at the least. A good reel, perhaps even a bait runner reel. You can go spinning or bait casting, it don't matter. But I use 50-pound test Power Pro braid line. Most of the time I use live sunfish for bait, although lots of people will use cut bait, cut trout, stuff like that. Works well. Fishing Planet, good morning. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Check things out. If you're fishing for flathead catfish, make sure your gear is heavy, because you can get a 3-pounder or you can get a 40-pounder. You never know what's going to bite. Blue Mountain. Normally you don't catch the flatheads on the lures, but of course if you're, you know, there's always an exception to the rule. But normally the flatheads will take live bait or cut bait, and the live bait can really be any type of panfish. I don't know about perch, but you could use crappies, you could use sunfish, suckers, creek chubs, all kinds of stuff you can use. Use 33 to 6-pound line. Well, you can do what you want there, but like I said, I use 50-pound test Power Pro braid. And you got to be ready for the big one. That end rod, he's pulling pretty hard there. I'm an owner of a game at Cool Fishing Planet. You could try saying that again, because that don't make much sense there. Fishing Planet. I'm an owner of a game at Cool Fishing Planet. It must be you have a game that's called Fishing Planet. I can figure that much out. I bet a crankbait could get you some catfish. Yeah, I've seen flatheads caught on spinner baits, crankbaits, jigging, whatever type of lure you're jigging in deeper water. It, there's always exceptions to the rule, but the main thing for flatheads is live bait. And that's coming from an old guy. Come on, fish. I'm not using any leaders. I make my leader out of the same line. It's the Power Pro braid. I don't have a monofilament leader or anything like that. It's just the leader. I just extend to make the leader out of the Power Pro braid. Real Monster Hunter, good morning. Good to see you come in here. Got a nice big flathead in the very beginning if you want to go back and check it out. Also on my community page, Cindy was nice enough to put a picture of it, she said. I haven't seen it yet, but should be there. So yeah, anyway, Ivan, it's 50-pound braid all the way through. And my leaders are only, they could be like 18 inches long or less, a little less. Oh, it's cool, so rocky. I don't have any problem with the braid. We got a lot of snags in this river too, but I don't have any problem. But I do change it every year. And a lot of times I'll just take one reel and turn it on to the other reel, because then you're getting basically new line that's never been wet. If you reverse it that way. I don't know if you know much about shark fishing. I don't know a darn thing about shark fishing. Whoa, that middle rod pretty hard. Sometimes the little flatheads will jerk that rod around like that too and not pull any line out. Well, that middle rod really jumping around. He must be scared about something. A lot of times I think the sunfish get real active when a flathead comes around. I've never had any problem with the braid breaking on a rock or anything. Never had that problem. And it's plenty rocky in this river. There goes the middle rod and the first rod's jumping a bit. Boy, here we go. Double header, here we go. And see, this is what I was talking about. These fish are communicating. That middle rod started jumping around, and now the other one is too. And before that, they were just dead still. You fish anywhere else in Pennsylvania? Farmer, I do. I ice fish a couple of the lakes around here. Other than that, no, I don't. I don't get around all that much anymore. I used to, but I pretty much stay the old home turf now. Now I got all three rods jumping around. Blue Montana. This is southeast Pennsylvania, the Schuylkill River. I'm about 20 or 25 miles upstream from Philadelphia. You can Google that and you'll be able to see it if you want to. We got real good flathead fishing in this river, as well as channel cats, carp, and some of the other more popular like smallmouth, largemouth, muskies, that kind of stuff. If you get down toward Philadelphia farther, you will get into walleyes and striped bass and odds and ends. Up here is mainly catfish, carp, and bass up in this area. Channel cats and flatheads. up in New York. Farmer, you're asking. New York, last year I did take a little bit of a vacation up to Lake Oneida. Did some wildlife fishing up there. I don't get to New Jersey very much. Yeah, and I had done a lot of fishing up in Canada, but I haven't been up there for a couple years either. You got to go. Hope you have a great time. Thanks, Blue Montana. Thanks for coming in a little bit. Appreciate you being here, whether you stay for 2 minutes or 2 hours. I appreciate you checking things out. Hope to see you again. If you do have a YouTube channel, the way you want to work that is go to my channel, leave a comment on any video. When I see your comment, I'll be able to get back to your channel. I'll check your channel out and subscribe to that if you have some good stuff happening. And that's the way it works. But anyway, have a good day. Thank you for being here. Ever since Canada went woke, I don't want to cross the border. I haven't seen that problem. What issue are you having that makes you say that? I know they're a little tougher at the border, but if you're playing by the rules, it ain't usually too bad. And I usually cross up at the Thousand Islands, up at Clayton. That's all you're going to say about that, okay. Quite a few years ago, I got stopped up there going through, and they brought me in, sat me down, they checked out everything in my car, they took apart everything. Didn't find nothing and said, have a great day. But other than that, I've been able to get through there pretty easy with just my passport card. I don't have a passport book, I just have a card. But yeah, they're a little more strict now. See, there a minute ago, all three rods were jumping around. Now they're quiet again. I haven't seen a lot of my regulars today. I wonder where everybody is. Got a few in here for sure, but last couple of times I've been live, I've seen a lot of new people pop in here, and that's great. I'll have to get a hold of Bob and see what he's been up to. I'm gonna send him an email or something. Any fin is possible. Haven't seen him on for a while. Oh yes. Anybody that's popping in and out, you're welcome to say hello, say hi, let us know where you're from, or you can just sit there and kind of sit in the shadows and watch. Not much happening right now, but you never know when all hell will break loose. Usually we have a real good chat going on here when I'm live. Once in a while I'll catch a fish. You never know. Are you getting rain today? Real monster. We had rain last night. That's the storm is well off the coast now, so we're not supposed to get any rain until I think again tonight. But we did have a little bit of rain last night, not enough to do anything. Survival Empire, Rational Reviews. Good morning. Good to see you pop in again. I did get a big flathead this morning, right not too far from the very beginning of the live. You could go back and check that out. When I get home later today, I'll make a short of it so it's a little bit easier to see for everybody. Come on, fish. The weather's definitely different anymore. Yeah, farmer, I agree. Well, this spring it's been a pretty chilly spring. We haven't had a lot of rain, but it's been pretty chilly. We had that 1 week there where it went up to 90 degrees for a couple of days, and since then it's been right back down in the 50s and 60s. So we're having a rather chilly spring. And looking ahead, 5 or 10 day forecast, it doesn't look like it's going to warm up anything great in the first week of May. I think they said it might go up to 70 on Sunday or Monday, but other than that, right back in the 60s again. Now I'm sitting here with long underwear on and a big jacket, big heavy jacket, and I'm comfortable that way. But there goes that first rod again. Come on, take it. It's in the honey hole. That's where the big one came from this morning. I plan on starting to make hay in the next week or two. It's not looking too likely based on the forecast. Yeah. I would think you guys need some rain too, huh? The river's been low for a good couple weeks. When you say you're making hay, does that mean you're getting ready to plant it or what? I'm not familiar with the farming lingo. So anyway, everybody that's in here hanging out, I appreciate you hanging out, even though not much is happening on the catching fish side. But I appreciate you hanging out with us. Feel free to ask any question you want about fishing, of course, or comment or whatever. I'm open to any subject that has anything to do with the outdoors, pretty much. And if not, just gonna hang out and watch. That's all we can ask. Harvesting hay, either chopped up or round bale. Oh, I didn't know it was harvest time yet for that. Wow. That's how I'm not, like I say, I'm not familiar with what's going on with the different seasons for you guys. I know I often see those big round wrapped balls of hay sitting out in the fields. I guess that's what you're talking about. Take it! Look at that first rod jumping. That's got to be something going on there. Sometimes the small flatheads, like I got the other day, that 3 and 4 pounders, they'll sit there and pull with that bait. They won't really run off with it. No, you didn't miss the apple pie yet. It's still here. I've been talking about getting it out, but I haven't had it yet. I just keep putting it off. I'm not quite ready for it yet. I'm about ready to have goose pie, though. They're all yelling at each other. Ugh. Nice, cool spring morning here today. Come on, fish. I would like to get one more. Maybe if I break out the apple pie, they'll decide to bite when I'm right in the middle of it. Huh? Hey, farmer, do you put out any Texas River Cats? Good morning. Got a big flathead there in the very beginning. You can go back and check it out. Farmer, do you put out any trail cameras on your property? Yeah, Bruce, you're right. I want to know. One more. Come on, fish. It's a nice cloudy morning. I thought the flatheads would be roaming around for a while here. Unfortunately, the geese are making a racket. All right. Yeah, yeah, I am. Yeah. You have a good walk, did you? Yeah, good. How far down did you go? How far down did you go? Ah, cool. Nice. Yeah, good for you. They keep. Yeah, I saw that this morning. Yep. Yeah, he's all by himself. Normally you see a pair of them. Yeah, thank you. Jamie Switzer. Let's see, northeast. Oh, your son puts out cameras. Jamie Switzer, good morning. Thanks for coming in. If you're asking where I'm at, I'm in southeast Pennsylvania. on the Schuylkill River. Farmer I used to hunt, but I don't anymore. I stopped all that years ago. I have nothing against hunting, but just fishing now. But I'd put out my trail cameras just for the heck of it. Yeah, and you might see if you got back on my channel, you'd see most recent ones. I found a fox den back in December, and I had my camera on that 3 different times. And the last one, they did have their kits, and the kits were out running around, and I got pretty good video of that. So I put my cameras out with the only intent of just watching the wildlife, not hunting them. Scooter the Wild Man? I haven't seen that name before. Came in and dropped a like at Scooter and the boys. Yeah, I figured it was. I just never saw that name pop up. But I must have, because you're coming up in blue. So I must have seen that name one time or another. Oh, yeah, I got you now. Thank you. Now the middle rod's taking a little jumping. Yakking with them dogs. Good morning. Hey, I got a big flathead earlier in the live, almost at the beginning, not too far from the beginning. Check it out, man. Too many scooters. We got scooters and skeeters and all that stuff. Be kind, please rewind, yeah. 28 pounds, some ounces, 29 inches. Big old fat one. Take it! That middle rod's looking, that sunfish is really active. No, I'm not getting the bite. That's just the live sunfish jerking it around. They do that. Sometimes the small the 2 and 3 and 4 pound flatheads will pull on the bait like that, but unless they're taking line out, I don't get too excited. You know, all 3 rods have live sunfish on, so you will see them moving around a little bit from time to time. I hope this guy cutting grass doesn't come over here to cut, because that is one noisy lawnmower they got. We got the carp jumping this morning. We got the geese all over the place. We got a white swan up the river there a little bit. Quite a bit of stuff going on around here. What state am I in? Michael Lendish. We're in southeast Pennsylvania on the Schuylkill River, about 20 or 25 miles upstream from Philadelphia. What state are you in? See, when you ask me what state I'm in, you got to tell me what state you're in. That's only fair. You're near Allegheny River. I'd like to fish the Allegheny River. I know you got some big flatheads in that river. The Allegheny, the Monongahela, and the Ohio. 3 rivers area there. Come on, fish. The one I got this morning makes up for the day, but I'd like to get one more. Denny Blazer, good morning. Good to see you pop in here. There's the first rod, bouncing like crazy. That's in the honey hole. That's where I got the big one this morning. Denny, if you didn't see it, almost right in the very beginning of the live, I got a nice big flathead. You could pedal back and see it if you want. Cindy was good enough to put a picture up on my community page. I haven't seen that yet, but I'm sure it's a good one. Well, I got one this morning, Denny, and then, last few weeks I've been getting a couple. Small one, let's see, not yesterday, but the day before, and then a couple other bigger ones before that. But been having some good luck here. Just waiting for the next takedown. That's all we're doing. 28 pounds and some ounces, I guess. 29, almost 30 inches, 29 inches. I measured them real quick. That's kind of what I figured it was. A pound an inch. Yeah, somehow it was a fat one. Some couple of the other ones I've seen this year, they haven't fattened up yet, but that's a fat one. He had been eating well this spring. I'll put it that way. I think it's time for coffee and apple pie. I believe it is time. I'm going to go up and get an umbrella out of my car because it kind of looks like it could rain here in a minute. So I'll be right back. setting up my umbrella, so I'll be away from the chat for a few minutes. Stand by, folks. I'm still messing around here. All right. All right, I'm all set up if it rains. Let's see what I missed. Yeah, I was fighting that flathead. I was reeling in a couple inches of line, and he would take it right back out, and it was back and forth. But the drag held up well. Let's see, what did I miss here? I was away from the chat, so I did miss a little bit of stuff here. I'll be the workshop. Hello, good morning. I didn't see you come in. Thanks for coming in to check things out if you're still here. You're looking for a truck cap. I went up to my car to get an umbrella out in case it rains. It kind of looks like it's going to rain here. Okay, I think I'm all caught up. Yeah, I got a nice little setup for my umbrella. If it does rain, I just stick it up and get under it, and my phone won't get wet. Anyway, I was going to eat my apple pie, wasn't I? I'll show you my setup here. I got my umbrella sitting there. I got my chair there, and if it rains, I just get right up under there and have a good old time. Now, where the heck is that apple pie? Yeah, Tasty Cake powdered donuts. Yeah, they're good too. By the animal park. The workshop. Yeah, if you're familiar with the area, there is a little bit of a zoo up there. Are you from this area? You know where we're at here? What is up, my bro? Miles Sims. I don't know. What's up, dude? Where are you from? Haven't seen your name before. This is southeast Pennsylvania here. Schuylkill River. The mighty Schuylkill River. Workshop. Are you familiar with this area? You know where I'm at? Oh, middle rod really took a yank. I thought we had something going on there for a second. Let's see, Texas. I just see these. Miles Sims. Texas, all right. We have a few people come in here from Texas. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. What a guy, I gotta go, but I wish you luck in that 30 pound. Okay, Miles Sims, you didn't stay very long, but thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Perhaps if you subscribe, we'll see you next time. Anyway, I gotta get to my apple pie and a coffee. Coffee and apple pie, yes. I did just now. Okay, Miles, thank you. Get to school, learn something. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Whether you can stay for 2 minutes or 2 hours, I always appreciate it. Now, let's get another fish here. Come on. I'm gonna pour my cup of coffee. Go find my apple pie. But first, I got to take care of one thing that's a little more important. Off to work, man. Texas River Cats, have a good day at work. Thanks for coming in. I will see you next time. And if you do get out to go fishing, hope you get some. I think, were you trout fishing yesterday? Or was that somebody else? I forget who that was. Anyway, I got to step away from the live for a minute. Now, where's that apple pie? For those of you who aren't familiar with me and my channel, my favorite little snack is tasty cake apple pie. Most of you regulars know that. Now, coffee time, apple pie time, and it's also time to get another run. Let's go here, fish, let's go. Ah, yes. Nice cool spring morning. Nothing like a little coffee and a tasty cake apple pie. Anybody wants to send me a case of tasty cake apple pies? I appreciate it. Oh my. No, just kidding on that. One of these days I'll get tasty cake to send it to me. Okay, let's see. I've yet to catch a flathead. I was fishing a lot by the dam early this season and caught a lot of channels and carp. All right, so you are from this area. Where are you from? What the? If you don't want to tell me what town, I understand. But apparently you're talking about the dam just downstream from here. Enzo and Lula. Hello, good morning. Thank you for coming in. The WRX shop. That got something to do with Subaru? Yeah, the flatties have been eating pretty good. Oh, you're in Boyertown. Okay. All right. Not too far away for sure. You know where in Boyertown there, in one of the restaurants, the other farm, do you know where that is? You familiar with that? The one called the other farm right up near the railroad tracks. The reason I mention that, um, one of my nephews is part owner of that place. But again, with your name there, the WRX shop, got something to do with Subaru, I would have to imagine, or not. Come on, fish, give me a bite. Give me a good takedown. Yeah, it's for Subaru, but the WRX out because it perfectly says works. Okay, yep. Yeah, that's right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I got a lot of big channel cats this spring up from the dam, about about a half a mile downstream from here, or a half a mile upstream from the dam. That one day I got 14 channel cats in 2 hours. It was just nonstop, bang, 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 bang. Quick as I could put the bait in, they were taking it. So if you come upstream from the dam, if you're familiar with it, there's an area there that's probably 50 yards long that's just a lot of big rocks on the shoreline, pretty big open area. And it's about 10 or 12 feet out in there when you cast. But the channel cats were stacked up in there that day. I was lucky too, I was live that day. And they just kept bang, 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 bang. 14 in 2 hours. So one of my lives, that was a day that'd be pretty hard to get repeated. I'm happy if I catch 2 or 3 fish when I'm out, but that was amazing. Anyway, got one today, one nice big flathead today. Go back to the beginning of the live and you'll find it. Come on, fish. Got that flathead right before it got light. And since then, it's been nothing. But that made my day. No complaints. Ah, come on, fish. Enzo, yeah. Got a nice, it should be pinned there. I got a 28 pounder. Pretty much right at the very beginning of the live. You could go back and find it pretty easy. It's not too far from the beginning. Nice big fat flathead. You were here before this morning. You must have left and now you're coming back. Look at the outdoors with Dan. Hey, good morning. Every now and then the live sunfish will get active and jerk the rod around, but the flatheads haven't found them just yet. Nice, cool, cloudy morning here. I thought we'd have a little more action than this. Well, at least I got that one. So we're sitting here having coffee and tasty cake apple pie and shooting the breeze. There was a lot of geese around a little while ago, but they all went somewhere. Carp are jumping today. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. There's a white swan up at the bridge there today, too. Don't see him very often. Come on, fish, wake up. I know the flatheads are more active at night, but I've caught them during the day too, so might have something going on. I'm going to be on until about 9 o'clock, about another, maybe a half hour. For those of you that are hanging out, I appreciate you hanging out and staying with me. And around 9 o'clock, we'll shut this thing down. I got that one big one. If you didn't see it, you can go back to the beginning of the live. You'll check it out. It was a heck of a good fight, I'll tell you. It was a heck of a good fight. But other than that, I'll probably be back out again on Monday. And if you're not subscribed, if you do subscribe, and I'm not begging you, but if you do subscribe, I usually put out a notice that I'm going to go live the day before I do. And you'll get notified, and then you'll be able to put it on your schedule to check it out. But we'll be on for a little while yet. Don't go anyplace. Good morning. Got to check it out. Yeah. And yeah, Ed, I got a nice big flathead this morning early. Right before it got light. Good to see you come in. How's the weather down there doing? We had a front come through here last night. Got a bit of rain. Not a lot, but a little bit. right now we're just listening to the geese. Once in a while, the poles will start jumping around with the live sunfish on, but no takers. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of rain here either. A couple little showers now and then, but other than that, it hadn't been much rain. River's still pretty low. The carp are getting pretty active around here. They're jumping all over the place. Hey, George, good morning. Good to see you pop in here. I did get a nice big flathead earlier this morning. You can go back and see it. It's not too far from the very beginning. And I think Cindy put a picture of it on my community page. If you'd care to check that out, but the video is a lot better. It was a heck of a fight. It was a real tug of war for a while. There goes the first rod jumping around a bit. Go ahead, pull it, pull it. That looks promising. That damn sunfish is strong. I just got done eating my apple pie, Ed. Coffee and apple pie. That first rod, it's got a pretty big sunfish on. He keeps yanking it pretty good, and the other ones do too every now and then. So they're moving around. Here goes the middle rod jumping around. Gotta wait for that reel to start turning though. A little cool here this morning, Ed. We got a little. We're in probably in the mid 50s and just a little bit of a breeze. Good cloud cover. Good fishing weather, but it's a little cool. Let's see, it's about that time. I gotta go to bed. You gotta go to bed. Yak with them dogs. Thanks for coming in and hanging out a bit. Always good to see you. Have a good rest. See you next time. Probably be on again on Monday if things go okay. But again, thanks for coming in. Come on, take it, you fish. Quit playing around. When those sunfish start jumping around, I got to think there's a flathead nearby that gets them excited. That's positive thinking. Haven't seen the eagle this morning. We do have a white swan up near the bridge swimming around. See him up there? He's been up there all morning. Whoa, this looks good. That was a hell of a yank. Can't believe those sunfish are that strong. He really yanked it, but didn't take any line out. I think something's going to happen here. I think we're going to get another fish, folks. Like I said before, sometimes, Ed, you know, sometimes those little ones, those 3 and 4 pounders will get a hold of the bait and yank it, but they won't do anything with it. Yeah, George, see, that's what I'm thinking. It's because a couple of days ago I did catch like a 3 or 4 pounder here, and they were doing the same thing. They don't run off like the big ones do. You know, it could be a small one just kind of pulling on the bait. But unless that reel turns, I'm not going to get too jumpy. Sometimes those big sunfish will they'll get pulling it pretty good, but that was a heck of a jerk. And he might have pulled the bait off. We'll have to keep an eye on it to see if it moves again. I'll give him a little tug to see if he reacts to it. Yeah, I think he may have got the bait off. So I'm going to check it. He's still on there. He's still on there. Maybe it was one of those alligators. Hey, Ed, you still here? You see any alligators down your way from time to time? I know I saw some there in the PD River there the one year I was down. Nothing big, but there goes the middle rod moving a little bit. We took an airboat ride on the PD River a couple years ago. That was pretty interesting. Actually, that's on one of my videos. You'd have to go back quite a way to find it, but it's there. Waccamaw. The Waccamaw River? I don't know, one of them. Somewhere. I don't even know. Nothing except for the sunfish yanking on the rods. That's all we got so far. Only on the golf courses. Now, I guess they live in the little ponds on the golf course, huh? I guess that was the Waccamaw River I was on. You're familiar with that, I guess, aren't you? And we saw a few alligators. Little breeze kicking up here now. And I see some blue sky. Things are changing here all of a sudden. Oh, yeah. Just enough breeze now to put a chill in the air. So much so that I'm going to put my hood up. It's an awful cool spring here. Not too wet, but pretty cool. Yeah, the Waccamaw River. We did an airboat ride on that. That's on one of my videos a couple years ago. That was kind of neat. Misty and cold. It's about the same thing here, George. Well, it's not, the cloud cover's just now breaking up. You can see blue sky. We got a little bit of a breeze, and it's cool, cool. There goes the end rod jumping around. They take turns. One rod will start jumping, and he'll quit, then the other one will go, then the other one will jump. Yeah, I was hoping to get two today, but don't look like it's going to happen. When I saw it jumping around, like I say, they're taking turns. One will jump around, then the other one, then the other one. And I always think that there might be a big flathead looking at them and getting them scared, but they just yank it every once in a while, then they rest. That one I got this morning, though, he ran with it pretty good. He was taking line out, and a big tug of war for 2 or 3 minutes, at least, maybe 5 minutes. Back and forth. I'd reel a little bit of line in, and he'd pull it back out. It was quite fun. There it goes. These darn sunfish are strong, ain't they? That was a beautiful cat this morning. Yeah, it was. It made my day. Definitely made my day. He was a fat booger, too. He had been eating well. I'm going to be on for about another 5 minutes, folks, unless something drastic happens. So, because I've been live since about 5:30, so been enough. Cindy, no, nope. The only thing happening is the sunfish yanking on the baits. The chat's been great, and but no other takers. But good to see you come back in. Now, I'm only going to be on for another few minutes. Then we're going to shut her down. Of course, as soon as I shut down, then I'll catch another one. But again, I do appreciate you putting that picture up on my community page. Everybody, Cindy did put a picture of the flathead I got this morning on my community page. You're welcome to go look at that. And I think you can put your own pictures up there if you want to do that. I think that's the way that works. Again, that's something else I'm not real familiar with, how that page works. But I think other people can put pictures on it. Actually, I guess they can, because Cindy did. That middle rod's pulling pretty hard. Ooh, boy. Damn, sunfish are strong. And like I said, sometimes those little ones, those 3 and 4 pounders, will pull on the bait, but they won't run off with it. Come on. Right now, I'm planning to go live again on Monday morning. I might decide to go for carp, though. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to post a pic of my native brookie. Yeah, I'd like to see that. And Ivan, I don't know if I'm subscribed to you. I think I am, but I'm not sure. So if you can go to any one of my videos and leave a comment real quick, I'll be able to get back to your channel and make sure I am. I think I am, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I might go for carp on Monday, because I was at one of the lakes yesterday and the carp were pretty active. I might just do that for a change of pace. I think I'll give you guys a 2-minute warning. I'm going to be off. I'm going to shut down here in about 2 minutes. You see how chilly it is here. I got my hood up. But appreciate you all being in, whether you stayed for 2 minutes or 3 hours. It's good to see you all again. It's always a good chat. It always makes for a good part of the fishing trip. And I'm glad I could catch one this morning for you all. Would have liked to catch 2, but one's enough. So, just posted it. Okay, great. Have a good day. Okay, everybody, I'm going to shut down. Stay safe. Have a good day, whatever you're doing. And I will see you next time. Bye now.